I debuted the announcement of a podcast happening this week. False. I could not do it. I could cite anything. I just got drunk from a wedding party, and I couldn't do it Wednesday, and I got off early, and I just wasn't feeling it because of work. And so I decided not to do a sellout stream. Instead, I'm going to actually do something I enjoy and race on Gran Turismo. Now, cars, let's just take a quick look at my garage, just so we could kind of get a viewpoint of, you know, some of the vehicle, or all of the vehicles I have. Do I have, hello, so we're taking a look at a garage in Gran Turismo before we actually get started, so you could see me drive a vehicle if you want to see a specific vehicle driven. I'll go a little bit slower while going up. Oh, somebody's surprising me with a game-shifting move. Don't think I haven't noticed, but I have other things going on as well, and it takes up a lot of my time. So let's just get right into this. Of course, right now we're in a Lamborghini, but we're going to continue on with the story mode because I'm going to say I wasn't expecting something like that to come across my news feed, especially broken how it was, but, you know, I didn't say it wasn't out of the picture in my head. So I'm going to say something real quick about this, the background song. This brought me back, when I first listened to it, to Gran Turismo 2, my very first racing game I've ever played. And this is the same as it was, and it is, yes. Alright, so let's take a look at, we could definitely do some challenges here. You know what? It's a nice talent. Let's go to group. I've been having issues with group 3 lately, and I just kind of want to do something a bit less challenging, I guess. Not to say I don't need a challenge, but I'll just go straight to the ring. And what's our 542, so we're allowed a large amount of horsepower, and that's good. So we're allowed all these cars. I don't think we could detune that enough. I will be able to detune this if I want to use my Lamborghini. My Italia, I could also do that. I could do that also to both Vipers and the Challenger, and I would hazard to guess that you could also do it with the Nova, because it's here, so they wouldn't show it if it's not, so. JD, do you want to choose the vehicle that we will take on this cruise? Keep in mind, I do also have a certain amount of mileage points, which allow me an upgrade, so some of these cars down here I can't really use. Some of these I can use, but yeah, Gran Turismo, everything on PS3 is 4, 5, and I believe 3. You gotta have a car that you want to see go around the track. I play this game every day, so don't worry about that. It's not like I don't know, or I don't want to choose. I don't know what. I haven't used some of these cars down here either at all, or in a long while, but I don't know. I haven't really driven my Lamborghini, so let me just detune it so I can drive it. There it is. Is that the lowest it'll go? Alright. Okay, so I chose right. My Lamborghini. I just bought this thing. Let me just make sure all my tuning is right. Seems it. I actually gotta turn this down a bit. I don't need that much speed. The Nürburgring can be attuned to not a fast track all the time. Alright. Yeah, well, so I had just bought this one. I'd been saving up for a little while, driving a bit, racing a bit, and I just bought it, and I was going to use it in the Lamborghini events, but then I was just like, eh, and now I'm like, well, I need to drive it at some point, so I might as well drive it on stream. So, awesome. So, obviously, I'm seeing a lot of just, I love that noise. Oh, that is a good noise. Lamborghinis pack a punch. Alrighty now. So we're going to go around this entire 13-mile track. I think the entire track in of its entirety is like 13 and a half or something like that. For the big boy track, this is the main track. This isn't the Grand Prix tail, but I don't usually drive out here, so let's just get me into a better position. Oh, no. They dropped me off in such an awful place here. It's... So... It is a very fun experience streaming, but... lack of motivation can be your biggest Achilles. I guess that's a personality trait more so than anything, but also finding the content that you find interesting enough to make and stream for hours on, or an hour and a half on end, and then do it, you know, often. And that was kind of my thing for a long while. Now just I have to make myself do it, and I am going to also start recording my first podcast episode within hopefully the next week, 2 weeks. I cannot promise a timeline even for myself. Oh, no. I did not mean to downshift, but that was the only way to save me from going off the track. I did not mean to end up in first. I better not be getting screwed over because I shouldn't be. I'm in a Lamborghini. No. There's a oh, what the hell is that? SFR? SFR. I've never seen that. That has the ugliest ass end I've ever seen. It is. I want to throw up in my mouth. I mean, I'm driving a Lamborghini, so I can't. But okay, all right, bye. Oh. So I have a surprise. Well, I might as well break it because I'm not going to be streaming it tonight. But the next stream will be this. But I have Skyrim, but it's a twist. It's Minecraft Skyrim, so we're going to be looking through the Minecraft map and doing a little bit of a survival on the Minecraft version of Skyrim. I used him as a bump stop, as a brake. I'm not afraid of this. Oh my god! He just went right in front of me. Alright, I would have been angry about that, but that was funny. He just ducked right in front of me. It's a Skyrim map in Minecraft with the skins and everything. So it is. It is a scale model of the map. It does have portions. There's loot chests. It is not as in depth as the entire game, but I don't know why. But I mean, I guess the time it would take to build it, a very accurate depiction. It's a relatively accurate description. I did not want to spend the money on Skyrim at the moment. I wanted Minecraft because I could do whatever the hell I want to, and there's I might just bring you into my survival world. Yeah, I think it's a pretty popular one. Yeah, it probably is. I wouldn't doubt it. But we could just go into my survival. I mean, I'm just mining. It would be really boring. That's kind of why I don't bring my streams into it, because I'm kind of at that hard place where I'm just mining out 11 and 12 as much as I can to get diamonds and all that junk. But I'm at a kind of a crossroads right now, and I'm getting kind of irritated. What? Cat? What do you... Oh, is that... Okay, never mind. The cat has a cat toy. That's good. Maybe, but I don't know if it will, because I don't have PlayStation Plus, so I mean, I don't know. In second place, it says that GTR V-Spec Nürburgring Edition is ahead of me. That only means one thing. It was tested here, and well, that means only one thing. It's gonna, well, it's not. It's I wouldn't doubt. I mean, I've joined my wife's games on the computer before, so and she's joined my games, so. Yeah, most of them are. I wanted to try the Fallout one because, honestly, a survival inside a game that's supposed to be, like, lonely and scary is gonna be really boring, but it's gonna be really interesting to look at what they do. Because there's a Fallout 4 one. Did you call your mother? Do you want me to take you over there? Okay. Oh, no, it's alright. Does... Okay. No, you're good. Does a tablet hold the stream better than your, phone? And, second question, I haven't really gotten a solid answer. The graphics are... They should be better than before, because it said 720S. Or 720p 60 FPS, and I think that would be absolutely wonderful to have on stream. I can only imagine that the post is 1080p. Should not have downshifted that much, but I want to bring out the only good thing Chevy has put out in the Camaro line here in just a minute. I gotta get that 1LE out. It's got... No, I can't. I might, I don't know. I have not decided. Could also do the Charger, Hellcat. Oh no, I hit that one. We actually had one of these in our shop the other, or like 2 weeks ago, or a week and a half ago, I forgot. One that looked pretty much exactly like this, except for as the factory green with stock rims. I don't think that it's uploading at 1440. It shan't be. It shan't be. It's at 7. Oh God. It looks so beautiful. My voice sounds more and more like a troll underneath the bridge. Alright. Ooh, we're gonna hit that big straight after this. I might take that 1LE around this track, but I don't feel comfortable doing it because the 1LE is pretty much what every American muscle car has been, is the straight line machine. I bet it is. It's not. It's supposed to be at half of that. It's supposed to be. But still 60 frames per second. That's the most important part. I won. Bye. I still got one more turn to go because that's how the track ends, is after a turn, which is this, or after a bunch of turns, not just one. And I'm off road. Maybe not so hard on the brakes. Performance brakes. That's what happens if you put racer brakes on your Honda Civic. You just stop on down. Not Corona. I promise. That was mucus. Race. That was a good lap. What did it say? 8:26. That is actually a really good time. 8:26 is pretty good. I can only imagine with their GP it would be like another minute and a half. So it's probably like 9 minutes, 10 minutes maybe. I don't know. I can't say that, but like, see, that's Nur. And what do you think that means? Nürburgring. Should have won SFR. I need to see that. That isn't. I need to show this. This is bad. This game is also half complete, and it's quite apparent by the way you look at this game that it is not a complete game. They will tell you all the time that it is a complete game, but I see holes. It feels incomplete. Even the old games felt like you were getting more than the money you were paying for the game. I feel like I'm getting gypped out of something with this one. I don't feel like I'm getting as much as the old games, but that's only because they're more focused on the scene, or they wanted to show off the scapes, the way that the game looks, and everything online, from the sport to the mileage exchange, the way that they're doing mileage and the way that they're approaching, daily workouts, other things like that. It just doesn't. The game doesn't, like, even the campaign, it's not as enticing. There isn't like an oil change in car wash like in Gran Turismo 2, even though, I mean, what can you expect from the company that probably didn't really want to make this game? That's why they called it Sport, not 7, because they don't know whether they're going to do it. Is it going to be Gran Turismo Sport 2? No, that's boring. Boring. And it doesn't seem like they're going to do it. So, branch intro. Scion is American, I believe. It is not. I thought it was an American brand, kind of like the Infinity, but no. Okay, it would be under Toyota, I guess. Yeah. Be under Toyota. I was just like, no, you're alright. I've just been still doing it. SFR. Look at this thing. Ugh. It looks, no kidding. It looks like you, Stunfisk from a Pokemon? The Pokemon Stunfisk? The one with the blue mouth? Yeah, it looks like that. The front of it looks like that. It has the angry eyes. It's got a big open mouth. Yeah, it's small. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, get it. And then, what is it? There it is. That's the one we were racing, and I was wondering why. I mean, I like that little carbon fiber, but they opened up the mouth a bit more, and they put a turbocharger. Is it turboed? It has to be. To make 349, it has to be turboed. I don't know. And I'm not really that interested into it, but I have the 2020 Supra. I guess the difference is the new one is a bit heavier and a bit more powerful. Apparently, in the very first iteration, the 2019 Supra, the tail end bounced out a bit, and it just wasn't as enjoyable to drive. This one does have the turbo inline six, such as this one, but this one, they squeak out like 50 more horsepower, and it's a bit heavier, and it even if, like, even driving it feels better than the original 2000 GT way back in the day. And that car. And all these are relative, like, I could afford up to, like, right here. So, like, if I wanted to get my Toyota 86 right now, I probably would get that one. That one looks good, though. Or we could get maybe a truck. Well, I've been the definition of a stop-start company since the beginning. I'm not planning on stopping anytime soon. It's a repeat offense, and I'm okay with that. It's just the world we live in. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna go get ourselves a Mark IV Supra. The race is still on. Mark IV Supra, because I feel you gotta get nostalgia. The race is still on. That I've been doing, that I had more subscribers, I lost them because people don't care about inconsistency and see, you're going to have the advantage of uploads. I could upload, but I have nothing in my life to upload, and I don't record off of a computer, and I don't have a capture card, so streaming is my only way of doing it. So, being a streamer, a dedicated PlayStation streamer, comes with the bad stigma of being a streaming, a PlayStation streaming YouTuber, and I don't know. It's really hard. Streaming YouTubers don't always reach the same potential as each other. So my potential is probably limited based on the facts that uploads generally have a bit larger following because there's less view time, so there's less time that you have to actually pay attention to the video compared to a stream where to get the entire concept of the video relatively and to see everything that the video is worth, you have to watch every second pretty much. Well, I mean, I guess you don't, but for it to make sense. Well, okay, so let's race another one. You okay? What? Yeah, you just gotta find something that people want to watch, and it's not hard, but because people watch anything as long as you make it entertaining. Our last race for the stream, because this is going to be a bit of a shorter one. I'll probably come back on a bit later with. I'll succumb to my sellouts, and we'll end up on Fortnite here in a little bit. I gotta do some running, and then we'll be back to another stream. What does that mean? Oh, that's 6. That's 66. Okay. It looks like E, but it's 6. Ah. So we're gonna Weather Tech Raceway at Laguna Seca. You know, I've seen a lot of channels do that. Huh? It should. Up there. Right up there. I don't know why, though. I'm still very confused why. Yeah. And I mean, I guess I didn't spray that one, but I definitely sprayed over there. I don't know. Immortal. I wouldn't. Well, and you gotta remember that you don't want to overload yourself because it's not a real sustainable way to run a channel unless you're just going in, diving in, and just making content to get money and then just hopping out. If you want a sustainable one, you gotta make quality content. You can make all those 2-minute videos, but you probably don't want to do it all at once. Once daily 10-minute video, that's pretty much the average. That's pretty much your base. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Alright. Let me just exit that real quick. Let me just make sure. $394. It makes $325. You tell me that. Even 100% power. Oh wait. That was 100% power. See, and that's how you know. Yeah, level 1 untapped is literally 439. You gain 114. It can make exactly the amount that I need it to. Traction control, we're going to keep it at 1 just because it's not making a ton of power, but it makes enough to kick out the rear end, and I don't know what's wrong with this game, but it won't let me drive this normally. The traction control is not a happy boy. Manual transmission, 186 sounds fantastic to me. I don't need much for this track. I won't be hitting more than 3rd gear. I'll probably hit 4th gear going across this front straight, but we'll see. 3 laps. One of my personal favorite tracks. This is probably the only time I'm going to ever reach 4th, and it's a dangerous thing to reach 4th. So I'm going to let off. Brake. This is the most iconic Japanese sports car in history. The Mark IV Supra, the most desirable Japanese sports car, especially the 90s, the golden era. Tell me what's crazy. I saw it. I love this track. This track is... Okay, alright. Alright, Miata. That wing. Ugh. I really like how they had that style. Like, I know that they weren't going to go with the wing because I knew that their tail end was way too like thin because it was based on it's sharing a platform with a BMW. So I obviously knew that it wasn't going to be as like fat as this one obviously is. I like how they kept that little duck bill that they have right up underneath that wing. I knew that they weren't going to keep the wing. All right. I had a friend who did sort of that, but then I got screwed out of a lot of it because that's when they were cracking down really hard on the hackers and all that, and this was like 2017 when they went hard on the hackers and redid all the shark cards, I believe, and just really undid everything that was done to my account because it was done by a hacker. Any evidence of any of that thing that specific hacker did to help me was erased, so I lost a lot of stuff. And I ended up making a new account, which became this account. So yeah, because they don't care about the PS3 servers. I would imagine at this point they're like, oh, we're having a PS5 party right now. Why are we worried about the PS3 guys? You could do it on 360 as well. Any old, like, once the new generations come out, after like 6 months, they won't care what happens on the servers. They probably will just because they'll probably care for the first 2 years because just like with any new console release, not everyone can afford it right away, and after 2 years, the market value just depreciates on them in general, so there is that. Oh, it's an easy way to get what you want without having to work for it. And if it's possible, there's people who do it because, I mean, it's possible. And it's not like Rockstar made it difficult to hack if literally they had to make that crackdown like how they did. I did not mean to do that. Last lap. That little, I hear that turbo whistle, and it is a sound to behold. you know what? And I give respect to the BMW guys for the way that they designed it and worked with Toyota, just like Toyota worked with Subaru to make the FRS, the Toyota 86, or the Subaru BRZ. You know, that's what I love about Toyota. They're willing to work with other what would be considered competitors to make arguably a very good car. Maybe not something you wanted to pride yourself on, that your newest generation of an iconic sports cars is shared with a platform of a rival that has a car that will rival, and they'll probably sell, probably not more of, just because the super name is what it is. Toyota obviously has done real well into doing their PR and making this worth it, even though they've been really trolling the fact that they're releasing it. I used to, and then I realized I need money, and so I started doing races. And no, I almost yeah, I mean, I started doing races because it's just easy money, even if you finish. So alrighty then. Oh, awesome. Good race. Sloppy finished. But nonetheless, alrighty. This was a short stream. I'll be back with some here in a little bit. Until then, stay frosty, my dudes.